Good morning all. We will start off with a peace mantra from Kathopanishad. As I mentioned last week, 4 Vedas. Vedas are divided into 3 categories. One is Brahmana, second is Aranyaka and Upanishad. Brahmana part talks about the information process. That information gives out the information. Information has to be processed. Processing part is given in Aranyaka. And when you start processing the information, truth dawns in, revelation happens. It is covered in the Upanishad part. It's a Brahmana, Aranyaka and Upanishad. And each Rigveda has 1 Upanishad, Maha-Aitareya Upanishad. Yajurveda has 4 Upanishads, Krishna Yajurveda and Shukla Yajurveda. Krishna Yajurveda has Taittiriya Upanishad and another one is this Kathopanishad. Shukla Yajurveda has 2 Upanishad, Yajniya Mantra Upanishad or Ishavasya Upanishad and Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Brihat name itself says it's the biggest Upanishad. Ishavasya is one of the smallest Upanishads with 18 mantras. And Samaveda has 3 Upanishads, Atharva Veda has 3 Upanishads, Mundaka, Manduka and Shatprashna Upanishad. And our Samaveda has 2 Upanishads, Talavakara Upanishad or Keno Upanishad and Chandogya Upanishad. Each Upanishad starts off with a peace mantra. This peace mantra is generally told by a student in front of a teacher. And today we'll learn the Kathopanishad peace mantra in Krishna Yajurveda. This is a meaning that it's very meaningful for our sadhana. Its meaning is we are diving into the study of a higher knowledge. Our study should not get curtailed halfway through. Whatever we endeavor on that we are diving on, it should continue for long time until the end of the knowledge. That not haphazardly. Halfway through, it should not be discontinued. It's for that one. It's a may I and my teacher be protected. And may the Supreme Lord enter into the teacher. May he or she be able to communicate such a way that I can understand that one. May he enter into me in such a way that whatever teacher says, may I understand that one. And with this information, may I get nourished well and teacher also get nourished well. Not only one person get nourished. Let both of us get nourished well. With this nourishment, let us achieve the great things in our life. Not ordinary things. We are not an ordinary person. Whoever is diving into the study of the higher knowledge, they are not an ordinary person. They are an extraordinary person. We should achieve great things in our life, not an ordinary things. Marvelous things. These marvelous things should be known everywhere. It should not go unnoticed, so that more and more people come and learn this one. And in this process, may there be no animosity, no hatred between us. May I and the teacher, we exist in harmony. May the peace be in me. May the peace be around me. May the peace be everywhere. Om Sahana Vavatu. Sahano Bhunaktu. Sahaviryam Karavavahai. Tejasvinavadhitamastu. Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So we just concluded Navaratri. Last week I talked about Navaratri, significance of Navaratri. Navaratri is worshipping the Prakriti. It's a Prakriti, and Purusha is worshipped. In another Navaratri comes in Chaitra Masa, it's Ramanavami. It's a Purusha is worshipped. Here Prakriti in Sharan Navaratri, that is a Chaitra. This is Sharad Rutu. It comes. It's called a Sharan Navaratri. Prakriti is worshipped. And it's in the last week also I touched upon the mind. It's a mind opens up 5 ways: Mana, Buddi, Ahamkara, Chitta and Chetana. It's a manas, it's a mind. In the Western science, mind is only one component, whereas in yoga, it's a yoga text, it opens up in 5 ways. Mana, it's a mind. Mana means indecisive mind. I can't decide what I want. Indecision. I can't decide, like a small child. If I take a child to a lolly shop. It's ask the child to pick up one. It will look at the blue lolly. No, I want green lolly. No, I want yellow lolly. I can't decide. Then it's a indecision. Like we go to it's a sari shop, pick up a sari. It's a whole day spent to pick up one sari. We can't decide. Mind is that way. It's a mana, and buddhi says discrimination. Oh, this is too expensive. My budget is not there. That buddhi plays into a picture. Okay, I will decide this one. And green lolly, I tasted last time. It was tasty. I will take that one. Buddhi, it says it's an intellect factor comes in. Mana, buddhi. Mana and buddhi. Buddhi can work. It's if the ahamkara is there. Ahamkara, without ahamkara, without the ego, it's awareness of I can't function. Without our existence, it's based on the I. That I principle should be there. If I am going to buy a chocolate for Nargis, it's I go there, chocolate shop. It's okay. This is for Nargis. And what about for me? Okay, I will buy this one. When I am buying for myself, I will take this one. It's when I want to buy a car for me, this one. I want to go to yoga, I is there. I want to go to work, I is there. Without I, we can't work. That faculty, I should be, it talks about ego. Ego, it's an ego factor. Without ego, we can't work. We can't exist in the world. It's a ego should be there. It's a sattvic ego and tamasic ego is there. Rajasic ego is there. And beyond that one, it's a mana, buddhi, chitta. Chitta is a memory shell. Our human existence is developed based on the memory. Our smriti, it's a memory shell. Whatever I learn, if I go home and if somebody asks, what did you learn? Oh, teacher taught many things, but I don't remember. It's our upliftment doesn't happen if the memory is not there. It's like people with Alzheimer's disease or people when they get old. They forget things. It's people with Alzheimer's and they forget their own name. They forget their children's name. They can't recognize. If the memory is not there, memory becomes blank. Our evolution doesn't happen. Memory that is called as it's a chitta, and further existence, further expansion is called as Chetana. Chetana, it's our purvabhyasa, that last life, that expansion happens in the past life where I was there. What were my traits and what are my strengths, and expansion opens. That past memory also opens up. We continue and pick up on that one. It's develop further. It's a yoga caters for mana, buddhi, chitta, ahamkara, chitta, and chetana. All our yoga text, Bhagavad Gita or Patanjali Yoga Sutra or all the Upanishads, it's nothing but Manoshastra. It's nothing but it's a psychological test. It's a text, and in Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna was also. It talks about all the text talks about ego, how to manage the ego. Arjuna did not have problem fighting a war. He fought many battles in the past and he won. And in the battlefield, in the midst of that one, he started thinking, my uncle, my brothers, my cousins, my grandfather, that I took over. It's a ego, it went out of control. So he collapsed. He said, I can't fight. It's because that ego, that I took over. It's Bhagavad Gita, Sri Krishna had to give him a psychotherapy. Give him a treatment so that how to manage I. That Bhagavad Gita is nothing but it's a text of dealing with I. It's for us also. That's in our daily life. That if there is an accident, I am not worried. If my family members are involved, if I hear that from my family member, that I am very affected. Somebody lost the job, I don't worry. And if I lose the job, it's a catastrophe. If there is a calamity outside, I'm not worried. If my family members are involved, I'm shattered. If someone fails the exam, I'm not worried. If my son fails the exam, it's my personality is ruined. That I can't manage myself. How to manage? It's the same information with I. When the I is involved, why it is affecting me? That it says, Bhagavad Gita says that why when in the second chapter we are learning that one. Dehi nosmi yatha dehe kaumaram yauvanam jara tatha dehantara prapti dhirastatra namuhyati matra sparshastu kaunteya shitoshna sukha agama paino nityam tam stitikshvastva bharata. It says, it's childhood, youth and old age. It's one goes through that one, same one, and after that one passes out of the old age, he or she gets another body. That's why it's a natural process. Matra, our contact with the outer world, it's because of our over-attachment. We give too much of prominence to our senses. That's why matra sparshasta kaunteya. We experience heat and cold. It's anger and jealousy. It's sorrow and happiness. And one who knows this one, it's Sri Krishna says, these are the natural things. You have to rise up. Stam stitikshvastva bharata. You have to endure this one. You have to overcome this one. Dehi nosmi yatha dehe. It's a interesting word. It's a deha and dehi are two words. It's two different things. Deha means body. Dehi means one who resides in the body. I have a house and I live in the house. I am not the house. It says dehi nosmi yatha dehe. That one I am residing in the body. I am not the body, I am residing in the body. A body is an enclosure, it's a cage, within that one I am residing that one. And only through the wrong contacts, wrong understanding, it's a shitoshna sukha, one experience this one. And matra sparshasta kaunteya shitoshna sukha dukkada agama paino nityam stam stitikshvasta bharata. It's a heat and cold, anger and jealousy, sorrow and happiness. It happens because of the over-importance and wrong importance on the senses. And O Arjuna, O Bharata. Bharata, he addresses Arjuna as Bharata. Bharata means we are all Bharata. Bha means light. Bha means knowledge. Ratha means one who takes delight in the knowledge, one who revels in the knowledge. O Bharata, he addresses everyone. That, O Bharata, you are not an ordinary one. Bha means light. Bha means knowledge. One is one who revels in the knowledge, one who revels in the higher knowledge. You should not get affected with the trivial things. Overcome this one. Rise up, get up. It's a motivating, inspiring for all of us. It's a yoga, it's a process of managing the I. And how to endure that one. In our yoga process, what we do, in the asana, when we are doing the asana, when we are bending forward, it's very uncomfortable. It's not a comfortable position. So you are made to stay in that position. Endure the difficulty. Slowly, it trains your mind. And in your breathing also, pranayama, when you are inhaling and holding the breath. And you want to exhale the air out, but still endure. Slowly, it's a training your mind. It's a tham stitikshvasta bharata. How to rise up, how to overcome the difficulty in life. Slowly trains the mind. And at the same time, when you completely exhaled, you have nothing in you. It's a water. You have no air also. You have expelled everything. Even the air also is not there in you. But still, try to endure. Slowly, it's a yoga, trains the mind to endure the difficulty in our life. And yoga slowly trains us to manage the ego. That's the whole purpose of all Shastras, Mano Shastra, yoga is also a Mano Shastra. It's a yoga, it's a mental health, yoga for mental health. Our personality is based on the mind, yoga is for the mind, yoga for the body, yoga for the mind, and it takes even further, mind opens up to the Chetana, and it's a Chitta and Chetana. Memory shell opens, that true bliss dawns in. It's in the Hatha Yoga Pradipika, in the 4th chapter, it talks about how to open up the shell. It's a Chetana, and how the bliss can be experienced within. And we will cover the 4th chapter of Hatha Yoga in this term. Lie down on your back.